Hi guys, my name is Israel, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you 5 good skills that will help you get your suit to be looking premium, right? With these 5 critical things, your suit, your suit jacket will look 80 to 90% premium. All right, if you just focus on these 5 things. All right, so the first thing is your drafting and the fit of your garment. Now, this is very, very, very important, right? Because you can have the best finishing, the best seams, the cleanest pockets, a lot of details on your suit. But if the fundamental, which is the fit, is not okay, right? You have a terrible suit, right? This is an example of a terrible suit, for example, right? This is another example, right? Although this seems to be deliberate, but I mean, I'm not sure many people will want to wear this, okay? So you need to really focus. If you're a beginner, or even if you are a bit of a an experienced tailor, you need to go back to your fit and work on it, your drafting techniques and all that, and look at how can you make your fit right better. Can also look at using some softwares, to do your drafting and all that. Okay, so it's extremely important to make sure you focus on fit. Every other part of this tutorial, I mean, other things I'm going to talk about falls flat on their face if your fit is not good. All right, so that's the first thing. Now, what's the second important skill? The second important skill is pressing. This is also very, very important, right? Yes, you're very good with your feet, you're very good with your sewing, but your pressing skills has to be good. This is many times underestimated, or should I say undervalued, right? And people just feel, oh, I know how to sew. I don't really like ironing, right? I personally have worked with tailors like that who, I mean, I had 2 of them or 3, yeah, 3 of them who were very quite decent with pants making, trouser making. But when it comes to the ironing of the trouser, they fall flat on their face, right? And the whole seam of the trouser is just squeezed and all that. So you really need to be top notch with your ironing skills, right? Now, the next thing is the structure of your garment. Now, there are different there are well I'll say there are 3 kinds of suits, right? Although these days a lot of fashion houses have developed their own, unique methods of making suits faster, right, and more efficiently and all that, right? But at least from history, you can easily identify 3 methods of making suits. I have the full canvas. That's a traditional bespoke method, right? It takes time, takes effort, takes a lot of years of practice and craftsmanship. And yeah, it comes out well. So that's the full canvas. You have the half canvas, right? Where, of course, from the word half, you don't use full canvas as in this first one, right? You have the canvas cut short around half the length of the jacket. You also have padded lapel. You have this one, which is also less than the half canvas. I think um, this is quite recent. And then we have the fused. Now, this fused usually um, is usually I don't know the word to use, but is usually talked badly about that. Oh, it comes out badly and all that. But I've seen a lot of fused garment that come out well. Depends on how you do it, right? And like I said earlier, a lot of fashion houses, including mine, right, have developed their own methods, right, that makes making suits faster and still comes out perfect and, awesome. So if you want to learn a faster method of making your suit while still coming out well without going through the rigor of the traditional full canvas bespoke suit or half canvas, and also not having a terrible fused garment that probably just breaks down after one or two washes and all that. You can just send me an email. The email is in the description, or you can just leave a comment, right? And I'll work on that. All right. So so you need to understand the the structure of a garment. You need to know what kind of garment are you making. Do you want it really, really structured like the traditional UK American suit? Do you want it light like the Italian suit? Or do you want to create something custom? Right? You need to understand how the garment should be, right? Right. So that's that. So this is also another image of full canvas, half canvas, and all that, right? This is a hardman canvas double-breasted suit. Okay, like I said, you can be creative, but whatever creativity you're going to bring in, you must understand the structure of the suit. You must know what you are doing, not just use any texture of interfacing, any texture of lining. You must know when to use a double layer, single layer. You must know where to fuse, where not to fuse, right? And things like that. Okay. All right. So the next thing, this one is also extremely important, right? In fact, I would say this one is as important as your well, almost as important as your feet. Okay, right? Because if you get this wrong, the whole suit is wrong, right? There are other things you can forgive, but this cannot be forgiven. It will just give you off. All right, so that is the sleeve setting, right? How do you hang the sleeve to the body? Okay, you can see here, this is a terrible sleeve setting. It's bad. You can see all the wrinkles at the back here, right? You can see how smooth this one is. So you must know how to do this. This is extremely important. Okay, this is another example of a badly set seam sleeve. Okay, see all this. Look at how smooth this is. All right, this is another example. You can see. Okay, this is another example. You can see here. All right, so these are several examples. All right, so I'll just leave that as that. You get the point now. Okay. Oh, I have many examples here. All right. So the next thing is your finishing, right? I mean, these are just basic details. I mean, they are simple, but you should take care of that, right? How you align the button on the sleeves, for example. Imagine this button slightly um, not aligned on the right, this on the left, just scattered. It gives you off as not professional, right? So the buttons should be well aligned. If it's a double-breasted, the buttons should be well aligned. Okay, not that this goes up, this comes down. This it just gives you off as not detailed. All right, so your buttons should be well aligned, and all that. Yeah. So those are the 5 things that give you off, right? If you're not professional. And if you can take care of those 5 things as well, your suits will look great. Other things can be improved upon as time goes on, right? So if you're a beginner, those are the 5 things you should first of all focus on. Your feet, your drafting should be top notch. Your suit sleeve setting should be top notch, right? The way the suit sits, the structure should be well thought of, right? And also fixing of the buttons, little things like buttonholes and all that should be done properly, right? So if you can fix those things, you would have an awesome suit. Okay. So those five things: fit, structure, button alignment, ironing, right, and sleeve setting are extremely important in your suit. All right, so I'll be sharing more tutorials like this. If you want to know how to improve your tailoring skills and also how to make, suits, jackets, waistcoats, trousers, shirts, and things like that, please do well to follow this channel and leave on your notification button. I'll be dropping videos every 2 weeks. Yeah, every 2 weeks, as much as I can. All right, thank you very much. See you in the next video.